Plant-based cookbook, complete review. More information video description link below this video. Eat yourself thin with these delicious plant-based recipes and never feel like you're on a diet, including dairy-free cheese, pizza, spaghetti and meatballs, dairy-free cheese, pizza, beef, tacos with avocado crema. I lost 42 lbs on a plant-based diet. Now I'm giving you the exact fat melting recipes I used, dear friend. We all know that one annoying person who can eat whatever they like without gaining an ounce. Not only can they indulge guilt-free in whatever snack or dessert tempts their taste buds, they can even go back for seconds without any fear those calories will end up on their hips, eyes, or tummy. And truthfully, I used to be super envious of anyone like that. I was convinced they were just genetically blessed, or that they'd sold their soul to the devil in exchange for a magical metabolism. Meanwhile, if I even looked at a slice of pizza, I swear I gained a couple of pounds. That was until about 3 years ago, when I discovered a new way of eating that changed everything. And for the first time in my life, I was losing weight and loving my reflection in the mirror without starving myself. That new way of eating, of course, was a plant-based diet. But not just any plant-based diet. I'm talking about delicious recipes like apple cinnamon pancakes, crispy waffles, sweet potato sliders, portobello pot roast, salted chocolate chunk cookie yesterday. I want to share these exact recipes with you, plus 100 plus more that are just as delicious as they are healthy. Not only will each of these recipes help you get the body of your dreams, they'll also make you look like a cooking superstar to your family and friends, even if you're not very confident in the kitchen. Hi, my name is Pam Jennings, and I've helped countless women reclaim their health and reshape their bodies on a plant-based diet. But the truth is, just a few short years ago I was the last person you'd want to take nutrition advice from. Even though I'd always been a little heavy growing up, I was now 42 pounds over my ideal body weight, and mortified by the unsightly rolls of belly fat that spilled over my waistband. Plus, I was just as unhealthy on the inside as I looked on the outside. I'd usually wake up tired, even if I'd slept for a full 8 hours. And I barely had enough energy to make it through the workday, let alone family and social commitments. I'm sure everyone just assumed I was lazy and living on junk food, but the truth was, 90% of the time I ate foods that were supposed to be healthy. Sure, like everyone I'd treat myself to some comfort food now and then, but I'd almost always choose a chicken Caesar salad over a pizza, or some pan-fried salmon instead of a plate of pasta. And I loved scrambled eggs for breakfast, believing that the protein would help me lose weight. But no matter how strict I was about what I ate, my body refused to get rid of those excess pounds. And I constantly felt sluggish and fatigued throughout the day. It wasn't until I read an article about how celebrities are ditching meat and animal products to get in the best shape of their life that I realized my supposedly healthy diet might actually be the thing that was keeping me fat, because I discovered that many of the biggest stars in the world stay lean and healthy by eating a plant-based diet. I'm talking about celebrities like Brad Pitt, Ellen DeGeneres, Miley Cyrus, Benedict Cumberbatch, Beyonce, Zac Efron, Gisele Bündchen, Natalie Portman, Michelle Pfeiffer, and many others. The one thing all these celebrities have in common is they're in incredible shape, and most look years younger than their real age. So if it was good enough for them, I figured it's worth at least giving it a shot. However, I also wanted to check what the science said about a plant-based diet, and what I found absolutely shocked me. Scientific studies prove that a diet high in meat increases your risk of obesity and belly fat by 33%. 1. There were countless studies linking meat consumption with being overweight, revealing that people on a plant-based diet were far more likely to be a healthy body weight. 2. Now, in case you're like I was, and wondering why that's the case, here's how it was explained by the lead researcher in one of the studies. Because meat protein is digested later than fats and carbohydrates, this makes the energy we receive a surplus, which is then converted and stored as fat in the human body. 3. In other words, by the time our bodies break down meat, we have no use for it, and it turns into fat, which makes sense when you think about it, and certainly explained why I struggled to lose weight my whole life. So it really seemed like switching to a plant-based diet was the solution I'd been hoping for, and at first, everything went great. I immediately noticed I had more energy and drive, and I even lost 5 pounds by the end of the first week. However, after a couple of weeks I got slammed by the number one problem most people on a plant-based diet struggle with. Eating a plant-based diet can quickly get boring and leave you feeling hungry. Look, I don't mind eating salads and vegetables, but I don't want to eat them all the time, and it turns out that a lot of other foods that I thought were plant-based actually have animal products in them. So I was eating the same boring and bland foods over and over, telling myself it'll be worth it to finally get my dream body. But the truth is, I was often hungry, and I even had dreams where I was eating my favorite foods that I could no longer have. By the third week of my new diet, I couldn't take it anymore and started gorging on foods that were off limits. Worst of all, I regained all of the weight that I'd worked so hard to lose, and even though I was mad at myself, I made a commitment not to admit defeat because it was clear that a plant-based diet did get results. I just needed to figure out how to stick to it and enjoy it, and that's when I realized there had to be a way to create plant-based meals that taste so good you don't feel like you're sacrificing your favorite foods. So I went on a crazy journey to learn everything I could about cooking and flavor. I enrolled in a cooking class at my local adult education center, got my hands on every cookbook I could find, and watch documentaries and instructional videos from some of the best chefs around. My goal was simple: to take the best of this combined knowledge and create a new and improved plant-based diet. Armed with the right info, I quickly realized that cooking can be fun, and I had a blast coming up with all kinds of new plant-based recipes from scratch. Before I knew it, I was a couple of months in, and not missing my old ways of eating at all. Plus, every week I hopped on the scale, I was thrilled to see the weight was steadily disappearing. I looked better, felt better, and it was obvious to everyone around me, because all of a sudden, friends and family wanted to know what my secret was. Imagine that. Being overweight your whole life and now people turning to you for health tips. Of course, I was more than happy to share my secret recipes with anyone who asked. Word quickly spread about these delicious plant-based recipes that melt the fat off. The more people I shared these recipes with, the more word grew about how effective they were for weight loss. But it wasn't just that. My friends were telling me that their partners and children were loving these meals too, even if they'd hated plant-based meals before. Before long, people started calling me Plant-Based Pam and asking when I would release a cookbook. Honestly, the idea had never even occurred to me, but when I saw the way these recipes were changing lives, I realized how many other people would benefit. I mean, in only 6 months I had lost 42 pounds myself and felt better than I had since I was a teenager. The only problem was, I didn't know the first thing about creating a cookbook. Luckily, a friend of mine introduced me to a woman who had already written a number of best-selling cookbooks. Her name is Louise and her company helps transform lives through healthy eating. She was super encouraging and offered to team up with me to create a cookbook with all of my best plant-based recipes. So after months of work, I'm proud to say it's finally available. Introducing the Cookbook Plant-Based Cookbook. The Cookbook Plant-Based Cookbook contains 105+ delicious recipes, catering to every taste and occasion, and it's divided into these sections to make it even easier to use. Breakfast. Many people tell me that breakfast is the meal they struggle with the most on a plant-based diet. When you can't have eggs, bacon, or milk, it removes a lot of the most common options. However, there are many delicious ways to get your day off to a great start. Some of the breakfast recipes you'll find inside are eggplant, bacon, crispy waffles, apple cinnamon pancakes, blueberry lemon muffins, cinnamon streusel coffee cake, coconut chia breakfast bars, banana and nut porridge. Eggplant bacon, blueberry lemon muffins, crispy waffles, apple, cinnamon pancakes, cinnamon streusel cake, munchies. One of the keys to sticking to a plant-based diet is being prepared when cravings hit. Instead of reaching for foods that lad to your waistline, these easy-to-make munchies will keep you trim, while satisfying your taste buds too. Cashew cheese stuffed portobello mushrooms, buffalo cauliflower bites, roasted red pepper hummus, fried plantain chips, crunchy olive oil chips, roasted red pepper hummus, stuffed mushrooms, coconut chips, buffalo cauliflower bites, quick bites. For those times you want something more than a snack, without eating a main meal, these plant-based quick bites will soon become your go-to favorites. Hummus collard greens wrap, vegan BLT sandwich, pimento, cheese, sandwich, chicken, salad sandwich, Greek nourishing bowl, falafel wrap, apple nut butter sandwich, pimento cheese sandwich, Greek nourishing bowl, vegan BLT sandwich. Chicken salad sandwich, falafel wrap, salads. I used to think that salads were rabbit food, until I discovered there are so many ways to make them tasty and exciting. Perfect as a small standalone meal, or as a starter before your main meal. You'll have to taste these salads to believe how good they are. Tuna salad, broccoli slaw, dairy, free ranch dressing, strawberry spinach salad with strawberry dressing, Thai quinoa salad, balsamic fruit salad. Thai quinoa salad, strawberry, spinach salad, tuna salad, dairy-free ranch dressing, balsamic fruit salad, broccoli slaw, soups and stews. There aren't as many foods that are as warm and comforting as a good soup or stew. Vegetable minestrone, bean, less chili, slow, cooked tomato soup, broccoli soup, carrot and ginger soup, emerald soup, chilled gazpacho, broccoli soup, beanless chili. The Cookbook Plant-Based Cookbook. Get the Cookbook Plant-Based Cookbook for only $6.99. That's 82% off the regular price. Order now, save 82% off. Digital cookbook will be emailed to you immediately. 1 time charge. You will never be re-billed or charged again. More information, video description link below this video.